Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Honda's test in Qatar. And I was hoping for a good showing for Honda, and after day one, I must admit, I was pleasantly surprised to see Joan Mir that was like 7/10 of a second behind Pecco, and things were looking okay. The other riders, they were a bit up and down, but then saying that, it was the first day. Qatar is notoriously a dirty circuit. There is a lot of grip there since they did the update of the tarmac, etc. So, 7/10 of a second was kind of good. But I always knew in the back of my mind that, it was day one, not proper anger was shown in setting the lap times. And day two would definitely be a good equalizer to see where exactly they were. And to be honest, it could have gone better for Honda. Finishing in 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th place, I don't think was on the agenda for Honda. I do believe they wanted believe some riders would be towards the top 10, but Johan Zarco finishing fastest Honda in 17th place, 1.2 seconds off, is not what they were planning for sure. And definitely having Luca Marini in 20th place, 1.7 seconds, definitely shows there is a bit of a difference so far within the riders. But saying that, there were some positives that I did notice for Honda. The first one, and probably the most important one, was that all four riders had the same spec bikes. And if you remember, last year we did videos and we had discussions about majority of Honda riders all had different specs bikes. So no one rider had the same data collection as the other so that they could compare. And the riders confirmed this as well last season. So it seems to be that Honda are starting to work smarter. They're starting to work in a way to gather the data, to understand what is going on, so that they can try and find the solutions. They didn't bring anything major update-wise, which is a good thing, to be honest. They're putting miles on the clock to understand what is going on. And I think this is very different from Honda, because normally you can throw parts at it and get a little bit confused. Honda have, run this aero spec, chassis spec, engine spec, the swing arm, all since the very start of the Sepang shakedown. So it's very, very good that they're, I suppose, staying consistent. Yes, they are making slight tweaks, but that's nothing major. They're not making any drastic fairing changes, for example, or whatnot. The other thing is that they have hired, European engineers. They've hired Alex from Calix, who definitely has a wealth of knowledge in chassis and swing arm technology. So I believe over the course of the season, and I don't expect really to see major updates or gap closing from Honda till the second half of the season, if I'm honest. But I think, the Qatar test, in my opinion, for Honda definitely did not go to plan, and they are definitely not where they thought they would be. Is it a disaster? Yes and no. It's a disaster that they felt they were getting better. They were getting the right signals from Sepang to Qatar. But when everything was done in anger, they were blown out of the water, in my opinion. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. How long do you think it will take Honda to close in to within half a second of the Ducatis? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.